Well, hello, sunshines. Good morning. Yes, it's morning for me. I hope you all are doing well per usual. It's a lovely day, a lovely morning. And so we're going to get going. I'm going to do a few things today. One of the things I'm going to do is sow some more flower seeds. Yes, this is kind of the last round of this go around of flower seeds that I'm going to be sowing. Right now, we are 4 weeks away from our last expected frost day. And so I'm excited about that. I'll put a picture up on the screen of the flowers I'm going to be sowing today. We're going to do zinnias, and I have purple prince zinnia. I have the envy zinnia, which I love. We're also going to be sowing some cosmos, and these are gorgeous. This is gorgeous one. I hope this one really comes through. This one is a Cosmos Sensation Pickle Tea. This one right here is a Sensation Mixed color. And so they're all in the pink family, but this Sensation Pickle Tea is really pretty. Then we're going to be sowing some sunflowers. And so it's very windy. There goes the camera. I had the camera that time, but it is so windy. Let me get to it. So the other seeds that I'm going to sow are sunflower seeds, and we have a sunflower here called Evening Sun Mixed Color. This is really pretty. So we have that one, and then we have dwarf sunspot. So I'm also excited about sowing dwarf sunflowers as well. I purposely look for them because I usually grow like the big ones, but I wanted some dwarf ones, so I'm excited about those. We also have I'll just put this up on the screen. I'm going to screw this name up, but this dark foliage one, or dark sunflower, is gorgeous. So we'll be sowing that one. And then I'm excited about the teddy bear, the dwarf teddy bear, because it looks totally different than all the sunflowers. And it's just so cute, like a teddy bear, in my opinion. So we're going to sow those. And then we're going to do nasturtiums. I only have one type of nasturtium, and that's the jewel mixed color. So we're going to get that done. And then I'm going to up pot. These are our, what are these? Delphiniums. I'm going to up pot those. And then I went to the store and I grabbed some violas. I'm growing multiple flowers, pansies, and everything like that. They just don't have any color, and we're going to be hosting it. So I'm going to do my first, take you along to do my first planters in front of my house. And so I'm not going to be doing much to them. I typically probably wouldn't do them right now, but you're only going to find violas in the store here in Massachusetts right now, for the most part. That's all that was in there. So I'm going to do my planters with this so that I can have instant colors. So when my family and friends come, they're greeted at the door with some color. So we're going to do that today. So let's get started. How about we, you know what, I'm going to sow the seeds first because the wind keeps blowing. And so I'm going to be using, to sow the seeds, I really like the to-go containers. So I've been just saving a ton of them. The other thing I've been paying attention to is what seeds need light to germinate and what seeds don't. And so when it comes to cosmos and zinnias, they need light to germinate. Nasturtiums and sunflowers do not need light to germinate, which is very helpful, especially when you're growing so much. You're growing so much, and you're almost at capacity, like myself, with your grow station. It really does help to know that. And so don't have to worry about light for some of them. And so this is just a little container here. And I think I'm going to make sure that I keep the nasturtium and the sunflowers together. I'll use this tray for them because they have the same need, which is no light. So I can just put the tray to the side. But these little containers, and that's why I like them, because they're small and you can just fit them in a small space on your already well established, or with a whole bunch of stuff shelf, whatever you want to call it, your shelf that has tons of stuff. You can find a way to squeeze these in. So I'm going to use cosmos or zinnias. I'm gonna, because we have, actually I need another container. No, I don't. I'm gonna do half in this container. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pop the zinnias here. So I'm going to use this container for these zinnias, and I'm going to just put half of the pink ones on one side and half of the, and I want to use, yeah, I'm going to use all these seeds. It wasn't that many in there, so that was actually a good choice. I didn't grab my tape. I'm going to sit that under there for now. And we're going to use these up because these seeds are old, like maybe like 3 years, 2 years. Yeah, maybe. So I'm just going to use this up. That's a lot of zinnias, but it's okay. So you all know the process. Now I'm going to use this for the cosmos.
Seeing eyes of mine, what do you feel beside? I don't know where we're gonna fly like you did sometimes. Seeing eyes of mine, love, love, love. I wanna be strong, strong. We're doing wrong, 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 but I'll try to fix it. Love, love, love. I wanna be strong, strong. We're doing wrong, 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 but I'll change it, change it. Seeing eyes of mine, you see, there are no trees inside of me. In this desert, I can look at you with love. Seeing all that I can learn. Can you stay another road? Road, the hanging gardens of Babylon. Love, love, love. I wanna be strong, strong, strong. We're doing wrong, 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 but I'll fix it, fix it.
All the seeds started. That's going to be it for that. Of course, I'll get them watered in. And what I did with labeling is I just put them all across the trays in which I sown. Sometimes that tape is the easy route out. So next, let's up pot these delphiniums quickly. The roots are looking good. They're already saturated, so I'm not going to need to water them. Just pop them right in. Is everyone laying an egg at the same time? Okay, so we got those up potted quickly. I don't know when's the last time I purchased Bonnie, but I saved all of their containers and they came in handy. Oh, wait, there's one more. Oh, almost forgot that last one sitting over there. But we're going to go ahead and I'm going to take these inside, get them watered in, and then we'll be back to go ahead and do the planter. So here are the two planters we're going to be working on. I think I've told you all before, I kind of keep it simple in the front of my house for now. I am going to be updating some things. And so right now in this planter, I have what is called a little giant arborvitae. I have a little giant arborvitae in here, and I'm going to leave it. I'm eventually going to take it out, and it's really loud, so I hope you all can hear me. I live on a main road, so this is why I'm hardly up here, but that's okay. It is what it is. But this has been in here all winter, and it looks good to me. It's starting to flush out and get even greener, but I have an idea of where I want both of them to be, because as you can see, they both have the little giant arborvitae. So I'm just going to keep it simple for the first go around, for the first spring planting, just to add some color. I'm going to go ahead and just add some soil, and I have also some fertilizer. So I'm just going to put a light layer, and then I'll backfill as I get the little violas in. So this is something I must have planted last year, but clearly it's dead. But oh, it's well rooted in. I believe it's dead. I can't get it out right now. So we're just going to rough up the soil a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead. And for fertilizer, I'm using plant tone. I use plant tone for just about everything. I did buy that fertilizer for my roses, but like I said, for the most part, it's plant tone. So we're just going to get some plant tone in here. That will help the arborvitae and these little annuals. And just scratch that in, because I forgot my gloves. That's the one thing I try not to touch without gloves is fertilizer, but it don't always work. That should be good right there. Okay. So I have a few. I have these that have dual color, purple and yellow, very pretty. And then I have some solid yellow, kind of mixed with a dark yellow and a orangey tone. And then we have some other purple. So we're just going to kind of mix them all up and put a few here, a few there. This one actually has white on it. And I'm going to be packing these in. Like I said, I'm trying to get an instant look. Or instant color. Should have put that one in the front. I think I'm going to use this whole yellow pack, because then I can use the other yellow pack on the other planter. So let's do that. The ones without blooms, I'm going to try to push them more so to the back. Oops. being very clumsy right now. And I am packing them in here. I'm going to actually switch the one with flowers out, put it to the back. This one that doesn't have flowers. That's it. I think for this container, I think that's going to be it. I think it gave some instant color. I'll give you all a close-up in a little bit. Let me just go do the other container because once again, it's super windy and this camera wants to fall. All right, here's what we're looking like. I'm actually thinking about going to the store and getting another pack because I want to fill in the side. Now that I got them all in, I want to fill all the way around. Sometimes you're like, oh, 4 packs is enough. You know, who's going to see the other side? Well, I am. And so I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to pick up 2 more packs, maybe 4 more packs. We'll see. And if I have time, so I can fill in back there and fill in on that side. But they look cute. The instant color I was looking for is another pack to fill in back there. But this is what we're looking like, guys. Our first spring planters. Super duper cute. Okay, so that's going to be it for this video, guys. We got our first spring planters planted up and we sowed the last of our flowers for now. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment. I promise I'll talk back. And don't forget to subscribe. If you've already done all 3 or planning to do all 3, thank you in advance. But until next time, blessings, dirty hands and all. Bye.
And here is the reason I was preparing for family and friends. On March 28, 2025, me and my husband celebrated 27 years of marriage. We were so blessed to be surrounded and supported by our family and friends. We had such an amazing time, and I can't wait to celebrate many more years to come with him. Blessings. Bye.